and stuff really look. Now you know why I like watches.
It looks like a cicada.
Then it's a cicada.
Holding this, it's giving toy watch.
It depends on how deep your pocket is, if this is your everyday watch. Hey, what's up? My name's Peter. I'm the watchmaker and head of professional services here at Wristcheck in Hong Kong. Today, we're gonna be reacting to some of the watches that are currently available at Wristcheck. Today, I'm with
Rachel. I work in talent acquisition at Wristcheck, and I know nothing about the market value of watches, so today I'll be crying over capitalism.
Sick.
Nice.
What do you think about the overall texture?
It's pretty sparkly, gritty, like not unlike sandpaper, although I feel like if I say that, I will get crucified by general public, so.
Okay. It's called frosted, like a really uncommon technique on watch cases and bracelets. I think at the moment only AP does, but.
There's like a little thing in there that just keeps spinning, so I'm like, that seems impressive.
That's the flux capacitor. Yeah, that's the Swiss term.
Thank God, I was like, is that English? Cool.
So basically, when you can see through the movement, it's called skeletonized. If you can see past the dial but not through the movement, then it's just called open work.
Bruh. Sorry, what?
That's basically where you're removing any unnecessary material. It's like a form of decoration, and it takes a lot of time and craftsmanship.
I mean, it looks really impressive. It looks very fragile, actually, which leads me to believe that.
You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Does it feel heavy to you?
Oh, you can hold it, but I'm gonna come down here and like.
Oh. Okay, that feels pretty heavy to me.
What material do you think that is?
Titanium.
Oh, so that's actually a light material.
I'm so qualified to do this.
So,
cool.
If it's precious metal, you're always gonna find a stamp, and that's this guy right here. Only I can read it because I have hawk eyes because I'm a watchmaker.
I see.
But it says AU 750, which 18 out of 24 is 75%. So 750 is 18 karat gold. Bruh.
Okay.
So that's 18 karat white gold.
A lot of math happening there. Just trying to befuddle me with numbers, and it's kind of working, and I hate that.
Okay. Okay, that's time. That's time.
Up,
okay,
right.
Reveal.
185.
You said 25K?
147.
Ooh.
USD. One day, I also hope to become a tie character so that I can also afford to buy these things. It is not currently in my cards, so.
Don't limit your imagination. Anything's possible. All right.
Yeah. So,
this one you can hold as well, but you're gonna feel like a major difference.
Oh, this is really light. Holding this, it's giving toy watch, which I feel is sacrilegious to say.
You're definitely touching on one of the controversial outlooks on this brand because a lot of people find them overpriced. A lot of people find them not necessarily appealing by the way that they look or feel. So this is considered a tonneau shape.
A pardon?
So it's a French word. Basically is the shape of this case is called tonneau.
Like the Apple Watch that's looking that?
Sure, yeah. Like rounded on the sides, flat on top.
Okay. Do people not like it?
You know, your traditional watch is round, so people who like traditional watchmaking, they're gonna stick with round cases.
So this is like a functional kind of everyday watch that you would not be too worried about.
It depends on how deep your pocket is, which is also heavily based on Felipe Massa, who's a Formula 1 driver from Brazil. Rafa Nadal actually wears one on court while he plays.
No way.
I think it's somewhere around like 20 grams, not this one, but his watch. And he wouldn't wear something that like hindered him during the match.
There's like a little thingy at the back.
That's called an oscillating mass or rotor. As you wear it, it'll spin, and then it's considered self-winding, so it winds itself. Well, you don't have to think about it because you're just gonna move naturally, right? It's like, hey man, I'm going now, you know? We're going places. Felipe Massa, RM5.
Important person.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
What did you write?
We're close, we're close. You might actually win this one.
121K.
Ooh, let's go.
121?
Let's go.
You could go to Kowloon City and get like a better, like brightly colored, better quality watch probably that like runs, and like you don't need to like wind it, you put it down and it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, you're basically shadowing a lot of other people's opinion about RM right now, so.
Where's the time
okay, so this is what we call a driver's watch, because if your hands are on the steering wheel, then the dial will be facing you and you don't have to rotate your wrist.
There's a clock on the dashboard, bro.
You're really not a watch person. That's okay.
I mean,
that's fine. You know. In this case, there are 2 flux capacitors
This one.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, look at me.
What's really intriguing about this is that the case is such a wild and obscure shape, but as you can see, the movement, which is the internal of the watch, it actually forms to the case itself. So they're basically making the movement fit the exact shape of the case, and then you have these sapphire crystals, and there are, I think, 4 in total. 5.
The shape of this case, because to me it looks like a cicada.
Oh, then it's a cicada. That's my subjective point. A lot of people compare it to a spaceship.
Oh.
It's extremely contemporary, and it's a company called MB&F, which stands for Max Boosser and Friends. So and friends. How cute, right?
Oh my god. I love it.
Yeah.
So with the homies. Oh, I love that.
So basically, none of their watches look like watches, and none of their clocks look like clocks. I don't know how much cicadas are worth, but I have a pretty good idea of the market value of this watch. Just reveal.
I caught a glimpse of yours, and I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Oh, really?
176.
Ooh. Okay.
He was paying like $175 for a watch that looks like a cicada.
Those people exist. Without them, I wouldn't have a job, we'll put it that way. So thank you to all you guys buying cicada watches. Thank you. Oh
gosh, that's like freaking massive. What? You know what it's kind of giving? Oh gosh, I can't think of it right now. But
Knights of the Round Table?
No, what?
Oh, that's what it's called. I thought you were gonna like nail it. There's 12 men or warriors. Actually, hold on. I can't specify their gender, but they're all holding
warriors
swords.
Are gender, regardless of gender, you can be a
there
warrior.
There are 12 human figures holding swords. Everything that is blue in color that you see is actually a stone. It's extremely thick because these warriors are quite large compared to
what are they made of?
This is 18 karat gold, everything except for the stones that you see. Blue translucent sapphire glass.
Okay.
But there's a company called Roger Dubuis. There's a lot of people that maybe I'm not French, so maybe I'm saying that wrong. Is it Dubuis? Oh, I may have said that right.
Okay, cool.
I don't speak French. Again, slightly controversial company because they have these contemporary takes, and they're usually very like large and robust.
This to me looks like a traditional watch if there were like many embellishments on it.
Yeah, because it's round. Because it's round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not like the Richard Mille.
Yeah. Okay.
Knights of the Round Table, pretty famous historical allegory. Looks pretty heavy.
3, 2, 1, reveal. Oh, okay. This could be close.
I feel like I have a fighting chance. Oh, his face tells me I don't.
230.
Yes, let's go. You're adjusting to the 6-figure market that we're in.
Like some people are not buying houses, they're buying watches.
Yeah. Next watch is a Happy Meal. This comes with your latest McDonald's purchase. If you get the Happy Meal.
What?
Just maybe 2 hands. Yeah. So yeah, you feel the weight. In this case, you can't really look for that stamp because we can't look at the case back. This is a Patek Philippe. They come from the factory in a bag and in a box with a barcode sealing the box closed.
Okay.
That would be considered double sealed. In this case, it's single sealed because the box has been opened, but the bag has not been opened yet in its truest form.
Okay.
Yeah. No one's ever touched this watch with their hands before. Yeah. This particular watch is white gold. One very important thing to look at is in the light you can see there's like an engraving on the dial.
40.
Can you see that? 1976 to 2016 is 40 years.
Oh!
So this is extremely limited.
So it's like an anniversary watch.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a chronograph. It has a date, and that's what this little nipple, for lack of a better word, is. It's called a corrector, but the pin goes in the corrector, and you can jump the date. You have to jump the date with the corrector.
Got
yeah.
it. All right.
Go with your gut on all that
Something
information.
Astronomical. Okay.
3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay, hey, that's astronomical, but
because this is higher than the highest price we've talked about so far.
435K.
Boom! Let's go! Yes.
Are you serious?
You're talking about an even nicer house or multiple houses. Not in Hong Kong.
Yes. Oh, this is like...
The very traditional looking.
It looks very old.
We have those correctors again.
Yes, the little...
but this is special for numerous reasons.
Okay.
I'll start with the complications. We have...
I know what those are.
A perpetual calendar. Are you familiar with a perpetual calendar?
I'm familiar with the concept of the calendar.
The calendar. So a perpetual calendar is the most complicated of calendar watches because this watch will tell you how many days are in each month, including leap years, as long as you have it set properly. It's basically a mechanical calculator. It's very complicated. So that's one thing.
Okay.
Then we have this very thin hand at 12 o'clock.
Yes.
That's a chronograph hand.
Yep.
However, if you look from the side, there are two of them.
I see it.
So that means it's either a rattrapante or double chronograph or split seconds chronograph, however you want to frame it. Doubly complicated chronograph with a perpetual calendar, and it's a mono pusher.
Very complicated.
Yeah, you can just think complicated, and then if you want to look at the movement, it's like really something special to look at. Now you know why I like watches. So yeah, there's a lot of parts there. The decoration of the parts is something that can identify the price point.
Like none of these look the same. Like from all the watches that we've looked at, even though you can kind of see like all the little gears in there, they don't actually look the same.
They all have different complications.
Okay.
They're all different brands aside from the two Patek, but this is a Patek, by the way.
Oh, yes.
It's a salmon dial. Salmon dials are usually like very limited allocation, especially by Patek in watchmaking. So
I don't mean to shade the people at Patek.
Yeah. Oh, it's platinum. So it says PT 950, and that's also another limited material. So it's gonna be like extra.
Expensive.
Yeah, and then moon phase. That's required to have a perpetual calendar.
Okay. So
Phase
like
or
all
not?
the ones that have like a little moon in there are like perpetual calendars.
Not always, but perpetual calendars by nature always include a moon phase.
Okay.
Not 100% of the cases, but it's one of the requirements, I believe, in companies like Patek. So I feel like you might win this round just because you're just gonna shot out of the cannon. We'll see what you.
Exactly.
Market value. What's your best guess? Reveal.
What did you write?
Oh, I mean you could. I don't know until they tell me. So.
Someone tell us.
But you went down from the last one.
Like,
You just had a feeling.
That's like, first of all, like that's like single sealed.
Okay.
That one was like.
Look at you dropping single sealed already. When you see a watch in a bag, you're gonna be like.
I'm be like, that's single sealed.
That's single sealed right there.
Mark Kelly just went up. Okay, cool.
Okay.
$628.
Ooh, man, didn't lose a round.
I'm just here to chat and get lit, to be honest. Okay. Cool.
But how much did you learn today?
I learned that people have a ton of disposable income. I learned that you never know what can define the value of a watch. And I learned that I'm probably gonna get freaking canceled by the watch community, but it's fine. I hope you found it like, I'm gonna come back stronger and I'm gonna smoke the shit out of you. And then, then you're gonna be on my team. We're gonna go against Austin. It's gonna be a whole thing. We're gonna get the whole office involved.
Foreshadowing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there you go.
Stay tuned for that, I guess. Yeah.